Diddy's been in the news all this week. There have been rumors that he was running the prison and having clean his drawers. Yeah, the whole prison on lock.
Oh, they got baby on commissary.
Yeah. It's like that scene in Goodfellas.
I can believe that he's running the prison. I believe that. This is Diddy. They didn't take his money, so he got money to spend. I believe it.
They ain't take it yet.
They ain't take it yet. So he got money to throw right now.
Yeah, so it looks like lawyers for Diddy on Friday pleaded with the judge to release him from jail. Arguing that he is not a danger to the community, and the prosecutors allege he is.
Boy, look, they got you on tape whooping that girl. Boy, stop. You stop.
Right.
Just stop.
They got you on tape doing a whole bunch of other stuff today.
They got you on tape. Everybody that saw you whooping that girl. Mm-hmm. No.
So they presented 2 hours of arguments, and it looks like Judge Aaron.
And you said he wasn't a danger? Oh. Took some nerve to say
basically, the judge said that the judge would issue a decision regarding the bail petition next week and order both sides to submit letters by noon on Monday to lay out what type of communication Diddy is permitted to engage in after prosecutors allege that he tried to influence the jury pool and tamper with witnesses.
Hold on. Like I said, though.
I wonder if he said that with a straight face when they brought that up. This dude
got some audacity to say he's not a public threat when he on tape.
Well, not even that, though, but just even all the stories. Just all the stories that are attached to him in general.
Yeah, and they're still coming.
Whether they're corroborated or not, but just all the stories that are attached to him.
On tape. Yes. The whole world seen this. And you have the audacity to say that I'm not a public, I'm not. Nobody got to worry about me.
Yeah, so it looks like it was Combs' third attempt before a judge
shut his ass down.
Yep. To seek bail.
Cut his light out.
And it looks like after two other judges found there were no conditions that alleviate concerns Combs was engaging in alleged witness tampering and posed a danger to women. So it looks like the judges pressed prosecutors to explain why Combs' $50 million bond proposal, including private security to monitor his phone calls and computer usage, was not enough for his release. So damn, they saying that Diddy would be on lockdown. They would have private security monitoring anything that goes in. Well, bad analogy. To anything, any phone call.
You were probably right the first time.
Yeah, and it looks like Combs was not following rules in federal prison, so there was no reason to believe he would follow rules outside of it.
If they was to let him out and go home and serve his time, you know how many people need to get out and do the same damn thing?
Yeah.
They have lesser charges, and you know what I'm saying? If they do that for him, imagine the uproar it would be.
Well, they're talking about $50 million.
They have it, and that's what I'm saying. The feds are willingly turning down.
No,
keep that. We get ready to bury you.
Like Diddy's being a Karen. Like you're not entitled that much, but you feel like you can go home and do your time.
The feds feel as though they're getting ready to bury Diddy, and we're going to get that money on the back end. So keep it for right now. Spend it while you got it, but we're going to get all that, and we're going to bury you.
So they said it looks like Diddy was up in prison, and he's used at least 8 other inmates' ID numbers and engaged in a three-way
call.
Well.
That could have been
and used unauthorized.
I'm glad you said calls.
Yeah.
In addition, he was also using unauthorized messaging from inside the jail.
You know how people want some of Diddy's diddler? That's in prison.
So basically,
they'll be willing to baby oil themselves down.
Well,
and
that's
just
bigger than R. Kelly going to prison.
Yeah,
that's bigger than R. Kelly.
Bring him back to Butler where R. Kelly at. They're going with a whole album in prison. You know how many?
So the prosecutor is just basically saying how he's not to be trusted and claims Combs has violated the judge's order limiting public statements, and said Combs admitted it in one message. She quoted Combs as saying he wanted to reach for a juror, for this jury. I just need one juror. So that's a quote from Diddy. So he hasn't followed his lawyer's own instructions, the prosecutor's saying. So Diddy's just in jail doing whatever he wants.
Diddy's diddling and being diddled, and he wants to get out so he can diddle some more.
Boy,
everybody trying to let you out. You are okay. Yeah, you got money, but at this point, your money can't fix what you got going on, and they showing you that.
Boy,
they're showing you no matter how much money you got, you're still not getting out. You're still under investigation. They're gonna get to the bottom of it. They're gonna make an example out of your ass.
Yes, indeed.
With all the baby oil.
That is crazy.
Johnson
this man went from the pinnacle of hip hop moguls to number 78751477432.
You know, if you were to take like cancel Diddy completely and take his music or anything he's produced off, we won't have no radio.
You can't cancel
And that's just
Diddy.
like R. Kelly, the same thing with him. You know how many stuff he produced
You
that he
can't-
wrote,
you can't
there would be
cancel
no radio. So I try to separate the artists from
You have
the stuff
to.
that they do because, but then you know the music is talking about the things that they're doing, so it's hard too, because everybody listen to everything like, oh, that's what he was talking about. You know, everybody going back to the music now like, ooh, I get
I
it
listen
now.
to old
You
Biggie
know?
and Puff songs, and I be like,
Yeah, make you think a little different, right? And you was rapping this shit, not realizing that they were talking about what they were doing.
it's crazy.
What were they doing?
Who knows? The most probably.
Sucking on-
No.
And then
I ain't say
once
nothing.
Puff got to that, the pinnacle,
Going
because
people over.
at the time, like we know, it was Suge Knight and Puff. Those were the two biggest
Mamas and daughters,
moguls
threesomes.
in music at the time. Throw Master P in there as well.
Yes.
And you know, you go from there. Anything at your beck and call to now, you might not get out of prison.
Yeah, because you think about all that stuff they told you what they were doing when they was doing it, when they did it.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't pay it no attention because, you know what I'm saying, we wouldn't think they were doing what they was doing when they was doing it. You know what I'm saying? We thinking it's just lyrics.
music.
You know what I'm
It's
saying? We
just
hear the
music.
rhyme, the rhythm, you know what I'm saying? The beat.
It's
And
just
we just like,
music.
you know what I'm saying, and the way they flow. But you ain't thinking about the things that they saying. And now it makes you sit back and think.
I always like when you sit back and think. The one line that always has me sit back and think is big.
What a big say.
The one where you like, your kids throw them over the bridge or something like that.
Oh,
like,
yeah, got it.
that-
I'll suck on
your daddy's.
I don't even know if that one stick out as much as the one I just said. Like the your kids and then throw them, like
And then
that
you see
one.
he got
That was pretty
slide
gross.
land
That one's
beside the wall
wild.
with things over there beside the house and shit.
But
yeah.
allegedly, it was Diddy who made Biggie censor some of those lines, well, at least on his first album.
Saying too much.
Yeah.
It was
Prior to it, he didn't incriminate everybody.
Yeah.
Like, look, some of them lyrics were wild.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if Diddy's gonna get out or not, because they're saying he can't go to his Miami home out of fear he has a private dock for boats.
He has private everything, underground tunnels, all kinds of shit. You don't think that man could get away if he wanted to?
They're not
Like
gonna let him out
he could
because
get away so easily if he wanted to, because he was already prepared for this.
flight risk.
You know,
Super
like
flight
he was already
risk.
preparing to get caught.
Flight
he told you that
risk.
too. What the song with Mace? You gotta have the feds cut
When
time
you-
in something. You know what I'm saying?
When
He already
you
told
have
what
the
he was gonna do.
means, when you have the means to get away and live good, you're a flight risk.
I believe that. You're definitely.
If you have the means to still live a very good life, once you get out on whatever bond, whatever you do, no, you're a flight risk. No, we're not
Somebody out
risking
there,
that.
even if there was to block all the airports, all private planes, it's somebody out there he can get some money to that'll let him ease on through.
Oh yeah,
You know, so of course they're not gonna let him out because they're trying to eat him up.
Diddy could take
Diddy.
a train to
But,
Canada.
You know, like no matter what he do, he can get away. He can travel to Canada on the ground.
look,
You know?
hiding there with that deport,
Yeah, you know,
that mass deportation.
You never know how far them tunnels go.
That is true.
Try to get in one of them mass deportation trucks, like anything
You
to get
are
up
a
out of
risk
here.
to run away.
A big risk.
So they're not gonna let you out,
Nah,
because then they have to let
that's
other
all right.
people out too, and that's gonna cause a big uproar with everything. So they
That's-
gotta make an example out of your ass.
And I still
Diddy.
don't agree with why they're charging Diddy, because we still don't really have the details to get on their side. We just hear a bunch of allegations with nothing really to match it other than testimonials.
And that's all too. Like you say, it's just allegations.
They have all the proof.
nothing
They can't
solid.
release the proof because of the trial.
Yeah.
You know, that's what's stopping everything. They claim they got all the proof to that's why they're not letting him out, because they have all the proof that they need to get him. But they can't release the proof to us because it's still a part of the trial.
Yeah,
Some
yeah.
things they can, some things they can't. So the things they can, they will let us, they'll tell us
This is-
just to keep us like, okay, what's next?
This
But
is my thing.
Yeah.
Diddy, they could go way back with Diddy.
and they are.
That's what, like,
Can
this
and
ain't
will.
like a couple of years. Like he would. No, Diddy got about 20 years.
Shit.
15,
He got
20
more
years?
than that.
Probably more
30,
than-
40.
He got more than
Okay.
that.
Diddy
You
blew
got
up in the
30
early 90s.
At least 30 years
Not
worth
41,
of.
yeah.
I know you got dirt in them 30 years.
Oh, yeah.
I know you got some dirt in those.
Yeah. So we're gonna see how that's gonna play out, but I'm gonna keep my eye, especially this next week, because Diddy want to go home and have some turkey. He can't even go home. He got to eat that nasty
he might
ass
be lucky
food.
enough somebody to get him a plate in there, but they
Hell
can watch
yeah.
him eat it. But you're not going home to do nothing.
How they gonna sneak it in?
Somebody, like I said, for the right price, somebody do the
He
right.
got the money to get Thanksgiving
he'll
dinner
get it in
now.
there. Ain't, you know.
He got the money to get that.
I ain't eating no food somebody snuck into prison. I don't even know how they got it in.
He'll know. He'll know who made it, how I got there, who it went through, what tunnel it went down.
So they
what-
put the
what faucet it came up in.
Do they put the sauce? Do they put the stuffing and the gravy and let's load it in a plastic bag and just tie it up
I
real
don't know. You
good?
might have it on one of them metal pans. You never know. With a little
Slices
round
of
top.
turkey with gravy.
Hold
on
on,
it
hold on.
and-
Time out.
What?
I have a little background on this.
How do you have? Yeah. Should I say pause before?
I've got a little background on this. So it's had to be, how old am I now? I'm going to be. Yes, how you know? Like, I was locked up over Thanksgiving 1 year, and on top of that, they had me on 23-1 over a driving violation. I was on 23-1, but they
Dang.
gave us Thanksgiving food though.
Was it good?
Yeah, I kind of experienced the same thing, Brett.
Look at
Y'all were both locked up for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, 1 year.
I was
I did a year, so
Damn.
Look,
and I got real big food.
We gonna
real
keep
good.
it real. Like
I mean, we ain't all angels.
I did a couple of days, and Thanksgiving was one of those days, and they did make something special for you. Now I'm just saying, just
And that
put
shit was
it out
banging
there.
too, though, for real. Like, that was
Prison
real
food
good.
was good.
You
When
just
I
happy
was-
to get Thanksgiving
The
food.
one I was in was.
I
I
hold
can't
on.
speak about nobody else.
I was in jail. I was in jail.
See, no, I went to the big
But-
T place. So.
But yeah, they give you Thanksgiving food.
I mean, good food too. I mean, the dress. Ooh, they had us
Damn,
in
what
the
a
kitchen.
story. Alvin S. Glenn. I hate no, that wasn't even
had
Alvin S.
cranberry
Glenn.
sauce.
That was Lexington County. Yes, that made it even worse. It was horrible. That was a horrible experience. Horrible.
It was that bad.
Yes, it was. There's nothing worse than being locked up. Is bad already. There's nothing worse than being locked up. But being locked up where you don't know nobody. That's the worst thing. You're not going to even remotely possibly bump into anybody that you know.
See, I was lucky.
Oh, you knew
I was
people.
lucky.
Yeah, see,
you know what
that-
I'm saying?
that-
I was lucky for I'd say about a good 5-6 months because my cousin was actually there. You see what I'm saying? Until they found out we was cousins,
And
and then they
moved
had to
one.
separate.
Yeah,
us.
they had to.
But then
How'd they find out? You told?
No, they realized last names matched. I mean, we had the same fucking last name. You know what I'm saying? Then my adopted uncle was a CO. So, you know, I was okay.
And
so,
he told?
No, they moved him too when they found out that we were.
All in cahoots.
Yeah, we all was some kind of related. So then I ended up by myself, but not really because I had all the girls there.
All right,
Hey,
so
y'all.
those are our
I'm still
jail
friends with some of my
stories.
girls though. Hey y'all.
Our holiday jail stories.
Hey.
I hope I never have any to tell. I always knock
That was
on
my first
wood.
and last one. I won't go back. I'm
Nah,
straight and narrow.
done.